My name is Laura Barton. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. I'm a 25-year-old writer and journalism student from Niagara. I'm a volunteer with CBSN. I've self-published a book. I'm a writer for several blogs, including CBSN, as Sarah just said. I'm a staff writer and columnist for the Niagara News. I have 2 cats, a dog, an amazing boyfriend, a loving family, and wonderful friends. I have 3 tattoos, a love of wolves and words and community. I have social anxiety that is making speaking in front of you all more than a little challenging, and depression that tells me it would have been easier to stay at home today. I am here because I have dermatillomania. I pick my skin. As little as 3 years ago, that was hard to tell anybody, and I mostly didn't. Only my journal, a select few people, and a larger number of people online, other skin pickers, knew this. These were the only people I trusted with what to me was still such a dark secret. It was something I would never say out loud, and something I thought I would hide forever. Then I wrote a book about it. Then I found CBSN. Then I started telling people about it. Then this summer I wore shorts and stopped hiding. I stopped letting my disorder control me. Since the age of 5 or so, I picked my skin. I felt years of shame, years of hopelessness, years of hot summers and awkward questions, years of self-hate, years of no answers, years of my skin and mind getting worse and no sign of anything better. Years of judgment when no one could say why I tore myself apart. Years of fear that I would be discovered for the train wreck I was and subsequently shunned for it. Skin picking was who I was and who I always would be. There was no other identity to be had for the girl with fresh scars, open wounds, and band-aids on her skin. There was no future in which I could be normal and have people look past all the damage, to have myself look past all of it. This was my life sentence, my forever. The reality is, I am more than that girl, now woman, with marks on her skin. My scars are not tragedy. My open wounds are not defeat. The fact that there is a part of my brain which tells me to pick my skin is just a fact, not damnation. I have a future. Others can see past all the damage. I can see past all the damage. I can see beyond the disorder to the woman bearing it. The reality is, this may be my forever, but that's something I've come to terms with. It is no longer a life sentence, no longer a burden to carry. Skin picking is not who I am, but a part of my story. It is a part of the narrative that makes up who I've become, but not the defining feature. I have learned, even if I never stop picking my skin, I am not weak or awful or irreparably flawed. I know that I can be loved and that I can love others, and myself. I have learned what it is to know my disorder enough to take back the control I had lost. I have learned what it is to share my disorder with others and connect to them in a way I never thought possible. Sitting in a room with other skin pickers and other people with BFRBs showed me what it is like to be among people who wouldn't judge me because they knew what I was going through. Honest conversations, hearing other people's stories, and recognizing others' tears as the same ones I once experienced. It's all amazing, but heartbreakingly so, because we've all shared this legacy of feeling alone, feeling freakish, and feeling screwed up. In the company of others, though, we can start to heal and learn from each other how to live in spite of our disorders. We can hug one another and say, "Me too," 2 of the most powerful words that a person can hear. This disorder has dragged me through a lot of hardships, heartache, and almost to the end of my life. But despite it, I stand here today. Despite it, I stand here happy and whole. I stand here with an amazing support network. I stand here with the BFRB community and the knowledge that I am not alone, or defective, or unlovable, or any other lie the disorder's stigma would have me believe. I stand here for every skin picker who has felt the way I have, alone, afraid, abhorrent. I stand here for every child who is too afraid to ask for help, for every adult who feels like they're falling apart because of their skin picking. I stand here with a community I once never knew existed and people I never knew I would meet. I stand here to break the silence of my disorder and the stigmatized legacy it holds. I stand here to fight for the day when people don't look at us with disdain because of the state of our skin. I also stand here as a normal person with a normal life that happens to have a unique set of challenges. Most importantly, I stand here, and I am not ashamed.